love the Eagles as much as we do, then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The NFL world is buzzing with one of the most unexpected trades of the season, and it all centers around the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Rumors have been swirling for weeks, whispers in locker rooms, and on social media suggesting that a deal might be imminent. But fans could hardly anticipate just how monumental this would be. As sources close to both organizations hinted, the trade discussions began quietly behind closed doors, with executives weighing every possible scenario, salaries, draft picks, and positional needs. For the Cowboys, the move represents a strategic pivot that might alter their offensive and defensive dynamics in ways no one saw coming. Meanwhile, Eagles supporters have been glued to every update, speculating on how this trade could redefine their season's trajectory. Analysts across the league are scrambling to interpret the implications, debating the motivations and long-term benefits. Some insiders suggest that this trade signals a shift in the balance of power within the NFC East, potentially igniting rivalries and prompting reactions from other franchises. The narrative of this trade isn't just about the players. It's about identity, strategy, and the unrelenting chase for supremacy in one of football's most intense divisions, where every decision is scrutinized and magnified. Social media platforms erupted almost instantly after confirmation, as fans shared their shock, disbelief, excitement, and, in some cases, outright anger at the unexpected development. The initial reaction to the trade has been a mix of astonishment and intrigue, as commentators dissect the timing, the players involved, and the potential ripple effects across the league. Reports suggest that negotiations were far from straightforward, with both teams meticulously evaluating the short-term impact against long-term goals, balancing contracts, and potential injuries while ensuring that the deal wouldn't compromise future flexibility. Experts note that trades of this magnitude rarely happen without intense debate among general managers, coaches, and financial advisors, who scrutinize every clause, every conditional pick, and every potential performance metric. For the Cowboys, the acquisition appears aimed at addressing a specific weakness that has plagued their roster, while the Eagles' decision to bring in BEEBE seems calculated to bolster depth and versatility, potentially filling gaps that have been exploited by rivals in recent seasons. Fans are already imagining lineups, game day strategies, and hypothetical matchups, fueling discussion boards, podcasts, and fan forums with predictions, critiques, and passionate arguments. The drama surrounding the trade extends beyond the field, touching on locker room dynamics, fan sentiment, and media narratives that shape perception. As the dust settles, both organizations will face scrutiny over whether this gamble pays off, with every analyst ready to weigh in, scrutinizing how the move might influence standings, morale, and even playoff chances in a division known for its intense rivalries and unexpected outcomes. Sources close to the Eagles indicate that BEEBE's signing was part of a meticulously planned strategy to strengthen the team's offensive line, adding a player known for his agility, tactical awareness, and ability to adapt to complex playbooks. This move is being described as an intelligent, forward-thinking decision designed to provide depth, flexibility, and competitive advantage, particularly against division rivals like the Cowboys. BEEBE's versatility has been highlighted as a key factor in the signing, with coaches envisioning him in multiple formations and schemes, maximizing both protection for the quarterback and efficiency in the run game. The trade and signing also have psychological implications, sending a message to the rest of the league about the Eagles' intent and willingness to invest in talent that can change the game dynamically. Analysts note that while BEEBE may not yet be a household name, his skill set complements the team's current roster, potentially unlocking new strategies that could confound opponents. Fans are already theorizing about potential game scenarios, imagining how BEEBE's presence might influence matchups and outcomes, particularly in high-stakes situations. The narrative continues to evolve as insiders hint at behind-the-scenes dynamics, including coaching philosophies, player morale, and the subtle negotiations that ultimately culminated in these high-profile transactions, ensuring that both teams' moves are dissected endlessly on social media, sports shows, and podcasts. The intensity of speculation is heightened by the timing of the announcement, coinciding with critical points in the season when every decision carries heightened consequences and fan scrutiny is at its peak. The Cowboys' perspective on the trade is equally fascinating, with sources suggesting that management saw an opportunity to address specific strategic needs without overextending financially or compromising future draft flexibility. The deal reportedly involved careful calculations, weighing the immediate benefits against potential risks, including player adaptation, locker room integration, and the unpredictable nature of in-game performance. For fans, this represents both excitement and anxiety, as the outcome remains uncertain, and the stakes couldn't be higher in a division where every game feels like a playoff matchup. Analysts speculate on how the Cowboys' offensive schemes might evolve with the new acquisition, discussing potential shifts in play calling, line configurations, and complementary positions that could either elevate or destabilize team performance. The story doesn't end with contracts and player stats. It extends into team culture, leadership dynamics, and the morale boost or challenge that such trades can bring. Social media responses have been intense, with fans sharing mixed reactions, from enthusiastic optimism about immediate impacts to cautious skepticism about long-term implications. Meanwhile, rival teams are watching closely, analyzing the trade for weaknesses to exploit and potential lessons to apply. The Cowboys' management seems confident, framing the move as a calculated risk that could yield dividends if executed with precision, reflecting a growing trend in the NFL where bold trades are made not just for talent, but for strategic dominance, media attention, and psychological leverage over competitors. Insiders hint that the ripple effects of the Eagles signing Cooper BEEBE could extend far beyond just tactical adjustments, influencing team chemistry, practice routines, and even player morale. BEEBE is reportedly well regarded for his professionalism, work ethic, and adaptability, traits that coaches hope will resonate throughout the squad, fostering a culture of commitment and resilience. Observers note that such acquisitions often carry subtler benefits, like mentoring younger players, influencing team cohesion, and serving as a reliable option in high-pressure scenarios, all of which can shape a season in ways that raw statistics alone cannot capture. Meanwhile, speculation about the Cowboys' end of the deal fuels a parallel narrative, with commentators debating whether the incoming players will seamlessly integrate or if adjustments will be needed to align with the team's established systems and leadership hierarchy. The timing of the trade and signing also adds drama, occurring as the season progresses into critical phases where each win, loss, or injury carries amplified significance. Fans have been dissecting every nuance, from locker room interactions to potential starting lineups, sharing theories that range from optimistic projections to worst-case scenarios. The rumor mill thrives on these developments, keeping both fan bases engaged, passionate, and occasionally divisive, as social media amplifies both excitement and criticism. Ultimately, the intrigue lies not just in who was traded or signed, but in the uncertainty, potential, and narrative drama that unfolds with every strategic decision in the NFL landscape, where perception can be as influential as actual performance in shaping outcomes and expectations. The dialogue surrounding this trade and signing is further intensified by media coverage, podcast discussions, and social media commentary, all of which dissect motivations, contracts, and the hidden strategies that might not be immediately visible to the public. Analysts are parsing every angle, from player fit to salary cap implications, to the psychological message sent to opponents and supporters alike. For the Eagles, Cooper BEEBE represents a tactical investment, a move aimed at enhancing depth and versatility, providing options that could be decisive in critical matchups against division rivals or playoff contenders. For the Cowboys, the trade carries both immediate and long-term implications, potentially reshaping lineups, rotations, and even coaching strategies, depending on how quickly the new player adapts and how the team recalibrates its approach. Fans engage with this unfolding story obsessively, analyzing highlights, historical comparisons, and potential outcomes, creating a living narrative that evolves with each practice session, media report, and tweet. The discussion isn't limited to performance alone. It extends into fan loyalty, identity, and expectations, with both teams' decisions reflecting broader strategies about how to project strength, agility, and innovation within a fiercely competitive league. As speculation continues, each development feeds the rumor mill, heightening anticipation for upcoming games where the tangible impact of these moves will finally be revealed, potentially altering trajectories, narratives, and fan sentiments in ways no one can fully predict. As the dust begins to settle around the confirmed trade between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, a new wave of analysis has emerged, diving deeper into the tactical genius or potential recklessness behind the move. Insiders close to the Eagles organization reveal that the decision to bring in Cooper BEEBE wasn't merely about filling a roster spot. It was about redefining the offensive identity of the team. Coaches reportedly believe BEEBE's adaptability and technical precision could unlock layers of strategy that had previously been constrained by injuries and depth issues. Some analysts argue that the Eagles have subtly outmaneuvered the Cowboys by making a proactive move that strengthens both short-term competitiveness and long-term resilience. However, others remain cautious, pointing out that transitioning to the Eagles system can be challenging, and not every talented lineman thrives in the fast-paced, scheme-heavy environment that defines their playbook. Social media continues to amplify every angle of the discussion, from film breakdowns to speculative insider leaks about how the deal came together. The tension is palpable not just between fan bases, but within the broader NFL community, as everyone wonders whether this trade signals the start of a power shift, or simply another bold gamble that could backfire spectacularly under the league's relentless pressure. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. What's especially fascinating about this moment is how both franchises seem to have leaned into their reputations while making the move. The Cowboys, often seen as bold and brand-driven, appear to have embraced a high-risk, high-reward mentality once again, while the Eagles, known for their analytical precision and roster depth strategies, have executed yet another move that seems to combine tactical foresight with opportunistic timing. Cooper BEEBE's arrival in Philadelphia is being framed as both a developmental and strategic triumph, with insiders suggesting that the Eagles' offensive line room has never looked stronger or more versatile. But beyond the stats and scouting reports lies a story of rivalry psychology, the kind that transcends football and lives in the hearts of fans. When the Cowboys and Eagles make a move involving each other, it's never just business. It's emotional warfare, a chess match played in the public eye with millions watching and judging every decision. NFL pundits are calling this trade a message, not just between teams, but across the entire conference, signaling that both sides are gearing up for something bigger, perhaps anticipating postseason battles or even long-term strategic dominance. The narrative feels cinematic. Two powerhouses, one division, one trade, and 1,000 interpretations, all feeding the endless fire of speculation that defines modern football storytelling. Meanwhile, the Cowboys' locker room atmosphere reportedly carries a mix of curiosity and quiet confidence. Sources say that team leaders are embracing the change, viewing it as a chance to prove the franchise's adaptability and mental toughness. There's talk that this trade might have been brewing longer than most realized, with scouting departments monitoring potential player fits across multiple teams, including Philadelphia, as early as the preseason. Some close to the organization suggest that Dallas has been seeking to reinvent its offensive identity, blending traditional physical play with a more dynamic, unpredictable approach. If that's true, then this trade could mark the first visible step in that evolution. Analysts point out that while the Eagles gain BEEBE, the Cowboys' return from the deal might reveal deeper strategic intent, possibly freeing cap space, creating future draft flexibility, or setting the stage for an even bigger acquisition later in the season. Fans remain divided. Some applaud the management's boldness, while others fear another case of short-term experimentation without sustained results. Regardless, the Cowboys' decision to make such a deal with their fiercest rival suggests something bigger at play. A willingness to disrupt the status quo and reshape their narrative at a time when every move feels magnified, scrutinized, and immortalized in the never-ending conversation of NFL rivalries. The emotional component of this trade cannot be understated. Rivalries like Cowboys versus Eagles thrive on drama, pride, and symbolism, and this transaction adds yet another fiery chapter to their storied history. Fans from both sides have taken to social media to claim victory, with Philadelphia supporters celebrating BEEBE's arrival as a masterstroke, while Dallas fans argue that their franchise secured better long-term value. Sports talk shows have seized the moment, dedicating entire segments to heated debates about who truly won the trade, analyzing stats, contracts, and even personality fits. Cooper Beebe's first comments as an Eagle are being dissected for hidden meanings, tone, and enthusiasm, while Cowboys executives are being praised or criticized for their handling of the situation. There's a certain poetic irony in how two organizations with such deep animosity continue to shape each other's destinies, intertwined by decisions that echo through every season. It's not just about football anymore. It's about identity, legacy, and the emotional investment of millions who live and breathe this rivalry. The timing, coming deep into the regular season, amplifies every implication, making each upcoming matchup not just a game, but a statement of intent and resilience between two of the NFL's most passionate fan bases. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.